Hello guys, how are you? Hope you had a great week with your family and loved ones. Today I'm going to be addressing the overview video and what I learned about A Beautiful Mind viewed by my classmate Shannon. This film seems to accurately portray the nature of schizophrenia and the effects that it can have on a person's daily functioning and life. As my classmates share, Nash's delusions and hallucinations really push him to a point where he is not capable to function emotionally or socially. Shannon also points out that Nash eventually has to be hospitalized and is diagnosed as schizophrenic. In relation to my own film that I watched, I feel schizophrenia can often be hard to diagnose because many individuals who are affected do not believe they have it. Lacking awareness seems to be a common symptom of people who are diagnosed, and it can complicate treatment greatly. And as Shannon mentioned, this was true for John Nash. My classmate added that the movie did a good job of showing what it's like for Nash when he was first told about his diagnosis, as he found it very hard to accept that his delusions were in fact delusions. I learned that Nash's personal life was greatly affected by his diagnosis and disability, as disability in completing everyday life activities and social functioning. It's a real fear and one of the most obvious aspects of schizophrenia. I, I really like that Shannon provided information from Psychology Today, as they informed that many individuals with schizophrenia often have difficulty maintaining employment and need to rely on family members for support. After reading the movie analysis, the question that comes up to my mind is, why does mental health exist? Where does it come from? Is it genetic, environment, or both? I have not done much research, but regardless of where it comes, it is disturbing. It must be hard for John Nash and his incapacity to tell reality from fiction. What I sense is that an individual who struggles with a disability needs strong support, just like John had from his wife Alicia. My classmate also mentioned that Nash's wife, Alicia, was responsible for helping to administer his medication and providing him with basic caretaking such as meals, food, and housing. I feel that A Beautiful Mind serves as a tool to enlighten viewers of the gravity of a mental disability and the effect it has on a person. Schizophrenia can be severe and chronic mental illness that touches individuals in all areas of their life. Employment and career paths may end, or change in relationships are affected due to change in social skills and an inability to communicate effectively. Reading Shannon's overview of A Beautiful Mind and what I learned through the discussion about the movie that I view, Brain on Fire, I can honestly say that mental health has always captivated me because it is a condition that has many mysteries. Mental health deals with the cognitive and emotional well-being and is all about how one thinks, feels, and behaves. The film Brain on Fire is an excellent movie showing an inside look in the life of a successful young age woman as she descends into dementia through early stages of anti-NMDA. Brain on Fire provides the viewers a first-hand account as to what it's like to experience a misdiagnosis from the inside and not from the outside, which what is most individuals are accustomed to see, read, or even hear about. A young writer struggling with a rare neurological disease is losing control of her mind, emotions, language, and loss of autonomy. That creates a haunting imagery of medical practices where the character has neither control nor ability to give consent. Initially, Susanna is defined as experiencing withdrawals from alcohol, later bipolar and schizophrenia as her disorder advanced. All the while, Susanna was in the throes of an autoimmune attack of her brain. She narrates her experience through each movie episode in Brain on Fire to illustrate how the oversights of a misdiagnosis occurs and educates the viewer about each procedure she endured to show how it contributed to find the proper treatment. Her illness, anti-NMDA receptor encephalitis, is a new revealed disease. In the words of Tombay, Gilani, Scarf, Kaur, and Lippmann, anti-NMDA receptor encephalitis is a rare and serious autoimmune disorder, usually part of a paraneoplastic syndrome where individuals present with a change in mental status, bizarre behavior, and seizures. In my analysis from the movie, Susanna breaks her diagnosis and recovery into three dissimilar phases. The first phase focuses on minor symptoms such as a supposed bed bug bite on her arm, emotional conflicts at her new job, and the beginning of several seizures. Everyone is affected when there's a loved one that has a mental condition. What harms the most is people's rejection. The specter can also see this in the film when Susanna returns to work and her coworkers look at her with disgust and is suspended for her erratic and strange behavior. It is amazed to find out with a simple diagnosis from drawing a picture of a clock and noticing that she drew all her numbers to the right side of the clock. A doctor was able to discover her diagnosis known as anti-MDA. My classmate Shannon added to my discussion that she didn't know much about this rare disease before reading my review and my analysis. She also mentioned that it has some symptoms that are similar to schizophrenia that she discussed in her own post. She also shared that it's true in her real life experiences with the clients she works with that those with mental illness truly do rely on their families and loved ones for support, and sometimes that can be extremely challenging. I feel both films open the doorway to show a glimpse into the life and mind of individuals suffering from a disability and its outcomes. So, this is all I have for today's discussion. Hope to see you next time and have a great week. Thank you for listening to me. And by the way, if you haven't seen Brain on Fire, I really recommend it. It's a great movie that touches all about disabilities. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.